Welcome to tonight's weekly live Q&A where we have our member spotlight, Miss Bruna, but I will let you hear more about her in just a moment. But let's, of course, start with our announcements. Here every Wednesday, you can get your question answered or be featured in the member spotlight Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just click the link in the caption. Also, do not forget about our community networking event happening next Tuesday, September the 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and meet other parallelpreneurs and grow your network. Also, my challenge, Prospecting a Profit, is coming up September 20th, and you want to make sure you'll be a part of that in case you missed it the last time that I offered it. So without further ado, I want to present to some and introduce to others.
Hello. So I'm Bruna Rocha. I'm from Brazil, originally from Brazil, but now I'm living in Budapest, Hungary, where I actually work as a relationship and intimacy coach. What is a relationship and intimacy coach? So besides just giving random advice for couples or people who are looking to find the love of their life, I actually assist them and help them, for example, when they have some type of sexual trauma, intimacy trauma, fear, and if they don't feel confident enough, for example, to go out and meet, especially now because of the pandemic, let's say people, it was already hard before the pandemic to meet somebody, right? Now I think it became even harder because people need to do everything online, and not everybody has the confidence or has the knowledge on how to do it. Actually, it's not that simple as everybody thinks. Everybody has their own personal issues, traumas, and fears. So this is what I do. And the tool as I use besides psychology is also holistic, to a holistic approach. That is what I do. And it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Okay. So can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's kind of glitchy, but it's okay. It's like you're frozen in and out.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. So is the connection bad?
I can hear you, but it's like I cannot see you very good. Now I can see you. Now I see you.
Okay. So this is what we okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what okay. All right, guys, we're having connection issues tonight. So bear with us. Please say hello to us in the comments. Also, make sure that you, if you have questions, to put them in the comments as well. So it kind of chimed in and out. So I did hear that you want to work with women or coach women that have had some kind of abuse. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, it's not just
Are you not?
women, but some men as well. I work with both, actually, because we do, of
Okay.
course, women, the issue is bigger, but we have men also who suffer some type of abuse and sexual trauma.
Okay. So you help either males or females that have suffered from a sexual trauma.
Yes.
Okay.
Fears,
Now,
traumas. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so fears or trauma. I'm just trying to ensure if we have any males or females that's listening that may want to work with someone or talk to someone about this, that we're ensuring that they can self-identify by ensuring that we are clear on who that person is and what they're experiencing that makes them the perfect fit for you. So that's why I'm asking these questions. So male or females that have dealt with some type of sexual trauma or fear.
Yeah.
What's the fear around? What kind of fears may they be
Fear of
experiencing?
intimacy. Some people, they fear intimacy, just like the thought of being naked, the idea of have somebody else touching you, it can be scary, especially if you never done it, because sometimes we are not taught how to, most of the time actually we are not taught how to do it properly. It just happens. Not most of the time, it just happens naturally, more or less. So some
Right,
people,
right.
they still have this fear. So this is the type of fear. For example, have planned others, like, I believe I haven't seen everything yet.
Okay, so Madonna asked a question to you. She wants to know, how did you get started in this industry?
All right. So I've been working as a holistic practitioner actually for over 7 years. But for the intimacy and the relationship, I began because I saw my own struggle as being a victim of domestic violence and several attempts of sexual abuse that I was lucky to fight and go away, but not everyone get this luck, right? So this was like I just saw this
Mhm.
happening over and over, and I have plenty of males and female friends that they felt they were abused as well. They felt they were abused somehow, you know, psychologically, financially, physically, and I was like, okay, I have a very high tolerance and I'm very resilient. Not everyone is like that. So I was like, I wish people could have this strength, this power to talk as I talk openly, you know, for
Mhm.
me, I can laugh about some of those events. So I want people like to be empowered. That's how I started, by helping people who are close to me, by talking to them, by giving them some tools, I work with holistic tools that clean actually the blockage on the subtle body, such as EFT tapping and Ho'oponopono. And I started teaching
Okay.
it and became a business. Like it was a destiny. I had to turn it into a business and reach more people.
Mm, okay. So do you work with people in a group? Is it a group coaching that you offer, a one-on-one private coaching that you offer? How do you render your services to the people that are in need of this?
So right now, what I do, I have the one-on-one only because it's something that's very sensitive. You know, it's not a top because I say
Mhm.
not everyone is able to talk about it. Even with me on a one-on-one, some people has like need some time, you know. So I do one-on-one and
So you
then
currently work with them one-on-one?
yes, yes. But
I'm
I
sorry,
have
I'm
another.
having some issues on my end.
Okay, I can hear you good and I can see you good
Hold
as
on.
well. You're back.
Yes. Yeah, I'm having issues on my end. I am sorry for everybody that is watching that we're having all of these technical difficulties. I even got it on my phone hoping that I could keep up with what you're saying. Give me
Okay.
1 second. I'm gonna try to join the Zoom. Bear with us, guys. While I'm trying to fix these technical difficulties because I don't want to get into the laser coaching and not be able to hear you. So give me one moment. I'm gonna try to join us on Zoom. So the last part I got was you help the people one on one because it's a more of a private and people are very they kind of just want to be able to share it with one person what they've experienced, and that's how you currently work with. So
Yeah.
while I'm trying to get on via the Zoom, how can people connect with you? Do you have anything coming up that we can support you around, any webinars or anything like that? Or how can people connect with you if they say, you know what, I have experienced some of these things and I would love a holistic approach to it with the EFT tapping and the other things that you offer when you work with them one-on-one? Share with us how we can connect with you and further to learn more about your service as well as learn more about you.
Sure. So besides that, that's what I was trying to say before we got caught by the internet. It was like besides the one-on-one, I offer
Go ahead.
dating one-on-one coaching course as well as a master class, totally free. You can find the link on my website, that is fitvibes.com, or on my Instagram as well, is fit.vibes, vibes with Y. Okay, it's just a twist on the words there. So you can find the link there. Is totally free. This is a group. This is the only group service that I actually offer. This is the Dating 101 Masterclass. Are for people who want actually to nail the dating, not just online, but prepare like themselves and to find the way to love themselves first, to have the self-confidence, and then go on and find the right person, not just a random. If you want a random person, good for you. But I'm saying like you are serious about the dating and you want to find somebody to spend a great time and build and grow in love in a relationship. So these are the two options I have right now. And yeah, again, you can find on Instagram or you can find me on my website. As well, I have the Facebook group, also the same name, Fit Vibes. Did you found the problem?
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm really sorry about this.
It happens.
I'm coming back on camera. Give me 1 minute. Just want to make sure I'm on camera on the right place. And I'm talking through the right place. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, now it's good.
Okay. Okay, hopefully.
You are muted.
Can you hear me now?
Now, yes.
And you can see me?
Yes.
You can hear me and see me? Okay, cool. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm trying to take one of me off.
Yeah, it's like many of you talking.
Cool. This is the okay. You can hear me. You can see me.
Yes.
You can hear me. You can see me. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. All right. Sorry, everybody on Facebook, but we have technical difficulties all the time, so it's just part of life. We just keep going. All right. So you told us about who you serve and how you serve them. You talked about the one-on-one coaching that you offer, and then you also share how we can connect with you further to learn more about the services if that's something that we are in need of, or we know somebody that may be in need of those services that we can refer to you. So it is time for laser coaching. Yay, we made it. So what question can I answer for you tonight?
I think the main question for me is how to move on from the other spotlight of being a model, being a dancer, because many people knew me for that, instead, and just be seen as the woman I am, as the smart lady that I am, because I think people sometimes they get confused, and especially the gentlemen. And I would like to, even for myself, I'm not talking just about how people perceive me, but also like to maybe I stop seeing myself as this little star, that I used to be, because this doesn't mean anything, to be honest. It's like irrelevant. Okay. So I would like to talk about it.
Okay. So it is a part of who you are. It's a part of your, what we would consider like your brand story, right? So there is a way, basically, because of you having that background as a model and having that experience, an attractive young lady, that you have experienced some of those because of that, because people just saw your beauty from the outside and just thought they were it was theirs for the taking, right? I'm not trying to minimize anything that happened to you, but that may be a way that, maybe people that have experienced that can be drawn to that. So maybe instead of, what do you think about not necessarily pushing that to the background, but speaking to the fact that because she was in this certain industry, perceived a certain way, or had a certain look, or whatever the case might have been, the people that you experienced or came in contact with, you thought they had certain rights, or thought they can do certain things, or thought that was okay. And that's why I am now wanting to help women like me that experiencing that. And you don't have to, you can be who you are, physically look the way you look, and know how to deal with when you get those type of approaches. I don't know your lane, so I'm very trying to talk at a very broad generalization. No disrespect for anyone that have ever experienced any type of sexual trauma. I just think that instead of you shying away from that, I think if you bring that to the forefront, that it will gravitate, you will get, you will start attracting women that have felt the same way you have felt or have experienced what you have experienced. So there would be that instant connection because we're all trying to build that know, like, and trust, right?
True.
Instead of you shying away from that. What is your thoughts about that?
I like it because I never thought about it actually. I heard from so many people, because a lot of people giving opinion in our lives sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear, because everybody was saying totally the opposite. Was like, forget your past. And I was like, but it's part of who I was. And it's part of those experiences also why I'm able to help people, and don't talk about it, just
Mm-hmm.
let it go, and you're tired now, so it's fine. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of took it in, and I didn't I think also because I was so tired. Actually, I'm so like it becomes a tiring thing to talk about it every time. Like, how was it? Do you know this person? Do you know that person? Did you do this? Did you travel here? It's like, oh, leave me alone. I just want to talk
Right.
about healing and empowerment and growth and love. This is what I want to talk about. So I like this perspective because I haven't given even a chance to it, to be honest.
Right.
Like,
And you can do it from the, like, you might not even necessarily have to lead with, I've modeled, I've traveled, I've acted, I've done those things. You can be like, I'm filling your title and I work with women to, that have experienced this. And why I can speak to this is because of my history or my experience as fill in the blank. I have, experienced this from this type of industry. So maybe you start speaking or working with your current clients that you have worked with. Were they in the same industry, like the entertainment industry, or in some kind of industry like fashion, somewhere where it's all about the look, or have they been? Tell me about your previous clients, their
my
background.
all mainly business people, doctors, as well successful like investors, especially in Europe
Okay.
and USA. Yeah,
Okay.
mainly.
All right.
I don't
And
have
did you
anyone
help
from
them
it.
with the? Excuse me. Go ahead.
No, I say I don't have anyone from this background like mine. Not that I know.
So let me ask you this: the current people that you worked with in these higher positions, did you work with them from a sexual trauma perspective, or did you work with them from a fear perspective?
Both, actually.
Okay.
I have from both situations,
Okay.
male and female with mostly or like childhood traumas.
Okay.
There's adulthood traumas already, like from
Okay.
even their own current partners, like these are the main
Okay.
ones. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did you enjoy working with these individuals?
Yes, because I like to see the results.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did you prefer child over adult traumas, or didn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I think, yeah, it doesn't matter. I think for me, no.
Okay. All right. So just trying to see if there was any um uniformity, for a lack of a better word, any like similar characteristics from the current people that you work with.
Yeah.
And so, even though, one, you could speak to or go after people that is in were in are or were in the entertainment industry and experience some of the sexual trauma and work with them because
Mhm.
y'all will share that likeness. But if you also enjoy people that's not in that industry, that's in some other maybe high position that they may have more, may get approached a lot more because of position or something like that, then I still think bringing your background into it is still powerful and still can help with, you know, them feeling like they can trust you to help them with it because you can understand what they've experienced. or going through.
I got you. I really like this. I really appreciate it because I thought you were gonna say anything that everybody already told me, to be honest.
And he's gonna be like, no, I'm not clear, and no, I'm not confident, because that ain't what I want to do.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, okay, thank you for nothing. But no, really, I took notes here, and I like this. I just need to now like kind of figure out how to do it, because sometimes I think also I'm kind of scared of the judgments, because I even spoke today with a friend of mine, because I had a lady was kind of very judgmental towards me today, and I was like, I'm tired of having to carry my curriculum, like to show everybody that let it go of what is here, and I do have actually something that's worth to be heard and to learn, so yeah.
So I do think when you share, whether it's on your website or just share about your experience, you have the holistic background, so you can your how you get them the results is through that approach, as well as your experience in the entertainment industry. Well, that I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the things you're helping people with, the fears of the sexual trauma, may be very prominent in that industry. So that's also, and even though you may not be in the entertainment industry, but if you're in somewhere where you're in the spotlight, eyes are always on you, you're in some position of power, it's a possibility that you can have encountered some of the things that I experienced being in the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm. I'm writing everything what you're saying. Sorry.
No, take your time.
I'm just
And
like,
some people are just not going to be your client, and that's okay. So maybe that particular individual is not your client, but does not mean that you don't have something to share with the world, and people that's waiting for you to serve them in a way that they need to be served, so they can get the results that only you can give.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's similar like when people judge us, it's like, okay, it's fine. You can't make everybody happy, If you are happy this way, judge me. Come with all the judgment. I don't mind. I don't care. It's not the first. It's not the first, and won't be the last, right? So it's fine.
Great attitude to have. Great attitude to have. So do you feel you're clear on what you need to do when it comes to how you deal with your past and how you're trying to serve people now?
Hell yes. And I'm very excited, actually.
Yeah.
No joke. I'm very excited because I'm looking to do something, because sometimes we do have a coach session is like, oh, okay. But we like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm sure, we have clients like this, like, yeah, whatever. But I'm actually excited to put this. I'm already like my brain. So I'm not gonna work. It's already almost 1 a.m. here.
Oh my gosh.
Go to sleep. Yes. I don't think I'm going to sleep because my brain.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to share with us what it is you do and who you do it for and how people can connect, and allow me to laser coach you. I'm glad you was able to get clear, get confident, and we know you'll get the cash and God gets the glory. So to all my Parallel-Preneur powerhouses, please invite other Parallel-Preneurs to this community. Also, if you want to be a part of the member spotlight, just click the link in the caption. Until the next time, be profitable and be blessed. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome, hon.